Hi again, I am Mark Stewart. I'm in chapter 8 of an important but very bad book, Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility. And we need to go over the badness herein. I'm on page 80, where for the third time, Robin invokes the phrase, I was taught to treat everyone the same. And she ridicules this, even though this was probably the truth for at least 50% of parents teaching their kids American values. She discounts this. She herself then brings up what is almost certainly a lie. Okay? She analyzes her students, her seminar attendees. Her seminars are, I won't characterize them. Let this speak for itself. She says, the feedback I've heard repeatedly from people of color is that when they hear a white person claim to have been taught to treat everyone the same, they are not thinking, all right, I am now talking to a woke white person. Quite the opposite. Some versions of eye rolling is taking place as they sign the white person off as unaware and brace themselves for yet another exchange based on white denial and invalidation. I have a hard time that even one person has made that thought in their expression to Robin. And to say that I have heard repeatedly this, she's making it up. Or if for some reason I'm missing something, and this is a substantial number of people, this is a tiny minority that she cavorts with, a tiny minority of woke black people who are not representative. This is not a reaction of any black person that I know. And look, if it is, how close-minded is that? Okay? That is worse than any indictment that she brings up of the teachings given to white people. That they're just expecting an exchange of a white person lying to them. The person who gets agitated about being among mixed races is herself a racist. Okay? She's aware of the difference in races, and she's agitated by it. That is my definition of a racist. Now, it's not a pernicious racist if you're aware but don't do anything bad to the other group. But it is racist coloring nevertheless. The calm person in a diverse crowd is a sign of a non-racist, somebody who doesn't even see color or thinks it is meaningless. I treat everyone the same might be true. It was true for me. It is true for almost every devout person, and that's about 50% of America still. It probably doesn't include Robin DiAngelo, because if it did, she would have heard at some point in her catechism, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And that itself puts us to treat people equitably. She claims at page 81, quote, no one can be taught to treat people equitably. Ma'am, at least half of America is taught that. Her reason, because humans cannot be 100% objective. Even if that part's true, that's a non sequitur. We can be taught this and not always adhere. So stop denying that this is a true teaching and that it is followed by the majority of white people. I think the vast majority of white people. And in now 81 pages, Ms. DiAngelo has shown 0 examples of whites treating blacks differently because of their race. Not one example. Now, I think they're out there, but it ain't coming out of this book. So she might likely say, because I've read enough and I think I get where she's coming from. She'll say, treating everyone the same in a racist society is putting one group down. Now, if that's her retort, then we can't win. She doesn't want us to treat people the same, and she doesn't want us to treat people the same. Can't win. I have a solution. You can choose to believe people for what they say. Unless you have proof otherwise, if somebody tells you, I was taught to treat people equitably, believe them. It's nicer, and it's probably more true. If you want to try to poke holes, then look at their actions, not under the hood, which you can't see and can't divine and shouldn't. I'm Mark Stewart. More of Chapter 8 next.